The Industrial Revolution. What is this? Where did it begin? How did it change the way we do things? How did it affect children? What were some of the cool inventions of the Industrial Revolution? Well, young explorers, get ready for an exciting journey through time as we travel on an adventure to the Industrial Revolution. Back in the olden days, most people were farmers. They grew their own food. Many families worked from home, either on their farms or as tradespeople engaged with work that they did with their hands. When they traveled, it was on donkeys or horses, or they walked hundreds or thousands of miles. So, in the 18th century, the amazing happened. By the way, the 18th century was a period between January the 1st, 1701 to December 31st, 1800. A century means 100 years. Our journey starts in the late 18th century in England. Historians often classify the Industrial Revolution into two, one in England from the late 18th century and the other in the United States from the 19th century. One of them was actually a continuation of the other. It started in England from the 18th century and eventually spread across Europe and the United States. Imagine a world without machines. The Industrial Revolution is the era when people started inventing machines to do work that was previously done by hand. It was the start of the era for inventing machines that made things work faster and better. It improved the lives of people. There were machines to spin fabrics. That means more clothes, and with time, more people could afford to have several clothes. Kids like yourself, back in the day, did not have more than one or two pieces of clothing. What were the cool inventions of the Industrial Revolution? Meet the spinning wheel and the steam engine by James Watt. This helped with the manufacture of fabrics. Other cool inventions were communication through the telegraph and transport with a steam-powered train. The invention of the modern battery and a shift from working from home to working in a factory. Why? Most homes like today were not built to keep industrial machines. So people had to work in factories and may need to find accommodation near those factories. Want to know more about the cool inventions from the Industrial Revolution? Check the description for a worksheet that you can download to help you remember. There were three things that made the Industrial Revolution a success. Number one, the use of coal as a source of power. Before this time, the source of power was wood. Coal was available in England and it was way more efficient than wood. Number two, at this time, people had more freedom to organize their own business and there was division of labor. Several people could find a small section of work to do that contributed to the overall creation of one item. There was a large, and number three, there was a large market to sell what the factories produce, and with improved transportation systems, these goods could get to their final destination on time. But there were also challenges. Like with most things in life, the Industrial Revolution had its own issues. Factory owners had all the powers and dictated how much people could earn. And they also stipulated conditions that were not up to the best interests of workers. Workers lived near the factories in less than ideal conditions. Children worked in these factories and were often exploited. People work outside of their homes, starting the 9 to 5 system of work that many did not find satisfying. If your mom worked outside of home, if your mom or dad work outside of home for long hours, ask them what they think of it. Some of the problems like child labor no longer exist in many parts of the world. We are thankful for this. Our time travel adventure is coming to an end. We've witnessed the ups and downs of the Industrial Revolution, but it shaped the world we live in today. The events of that era continues to inspire people to invent more machines or devices that can help us do things faster and better. Today, you can even carry a very advanced machine in your pocket. That is your phone or other devices you may own. These have greatly improved the quality of life if you use them in a smart way. You can walk into a shop to buy everything your family needs. You don't have to work long hours on the farm or work in a factory, but you go to school instead. We cannot talk about the past without looking at the Industrial Revolution and how it had impacted our lives. It did not make things perfect, but the story behind this will carry on for generations to come. Before we say goodbye, what does the word century mean? A, 10 years, B, 1,000 years, and C, 100 years. How did you answer? If you picked C, here is a thumbs up for you. I hope you enjoyed our journey through the Industrial Revolution. Remember to like and subscribe. And history is like a treasure chest full of stories. Keep exploring, keep learning, and until next time, happy time traveling.